All right, this is for everybody that want to update, that want to know what this is all about. This is about the prison industry and stopping the violence in Baltimore. I'm a whistleblower. Y'all locked me up for blowing the whistle and y'all charged me with terrorism. I'm not a terrorist. I'm just a truth teller, a storyteller, a griot, an independent filmmaker, a documentaire, an activist, and a businessman. And I'm going to show you about mainstream media because mainstream media participates in this fraud. They sit here and demonize black people. Lester Holt, Gayle King. These mainstream media with these black faces aren't carrying out an agenda to protect our black bodies in America. You participate in this fraud. Now, me making this documentary is because I'm a caterer. I've been in everybody's house. I've been in everybody's house. I work for 85% of the richest people in the state. I do events across the city. I work for the politicians, but mainly I work for the people. Call it my Jesus trick, because when Jesus was around, he walked and worked amongst the people. So I do that in Jesus' name. I'm a godly person. I'm not a Catholic. I'm not a Baptist. I'm a godly person. I believe in God. I've been living in faith and I've been enjoying this favor. So for 13 years now, I've been putting this together. So today, I'm going to give you a breakdown. It's going to be a minute. You might cut my live feed off, but I'm going to attempt to give you 13 years and everything so everybody's on the same page. Brandon Scott, Jill P. Carter, Teller Branch, Kwasi and Fume. Everybody know me. And we're going to talk about the prison industry and mass incarceration because you're making money off of black bodies. Plain and simple. I work with Tawanda Jones because they didn't want to hear what she had to say, so I shut shit down and I mic checked the room. I made sure she got a voice. PFK Boom started working with me. I work for a lot of activists in Baltimore, and they will tell you that I don't charge no money, I don't take no money. When you start taking money, you taint your activism. Now, we're going to talk about Leaders of a Beautiful Struggle in 2020. We're going to talk about the Able Foundation. We're going to talk about the money that y'all put in the community to control black destiny. So don't get lost, don't get confused. You're gonna check this out. Like I said, mainstream media participates in this in such a way. All right, and I'm gonna show you. That's Jamie Lee Foster Brown and Kathleen Hughes from TV One, Radio One, WOLB. All right, y'all know me. These are the media personalities that know all about what I'm doing. Vanessa Herring. And I shut y'all down when I see you in the streets because y'all know the public. Datari Turner went all the way to Fox 45 in Chicago. Megan Pringle and me have a very good relationship. Barry Sims, Tim Tennyson, Kelly Scoop, Lisa Robinson, C4. See, because the documentary was about your media too and how you demonize black people. That's the IRS. If we want to end this, just give me a federal and state audit. Count my money and we'll be done with this. That's the Internal Revenue Service. All right? That's the Department of Justice Civil Division and Criminal Division. I asked for a federal and state audit. That's the Department of Justice because I was kidnapped by the state of Maryland and Illinois for making this documentary. That's John Riddell from Fox 45. It's about Governor Hogan because he took over Governor O'Malley's money machine. That's Governor Hogan, and that's Scott Shellenberger. Scott Shellenberger is the leader of the gang task force. Scott Shellenberger got over 10,000 cases going to be reversed and remanded because he kidnapped me. He destroyed evidence. He participated in fraud to protect the money that the Democratic Party make out for black bodies. Governor Hogan doing the same thing. Governor Hogan know me because I ran for office in 2014. I was a black Republican. I'm a black radical Republican. And we're going to force you to talk about race and racism in 2020. Justin Fenton and Mayor Pugh, y'all my witnesses. So is Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. Y'all going to have to get the information from these mail receipts. The information from these mail receipts is going to be like a paper trail. And it's going to send a lot of Democrats to jail. Department of Justice. That's Johnny Oleski asking for the Department of Justice to investigate. That's February. Almost a whole year and nobody did nothing yet. So I did it myself. Federal investigation under Senate Bill 374. That's going to President Trump. Because they're all going to impeach President Trump. Well, I'm going to send this to President Trump so he can send some of these Democrats to jail. Nancy Pelosi will know about this. Ben Cardin's know about this. Sarbanes. Yeah. We're going to talk about your money in the machine. That's the Democratic Party. And President Obama asked for an investigation in 2008. I'm the subject of the investigation. I'm the director. I'm the actor. I wrote the screenplay. I got all 4 seats in there. This is Lester Holt. All right. Sent it to Lester Holt. He sent it back. Sent it to Lester Holt. And Lester Holt, that's the Baltimore City Inspector General's office. If you go to the Inspector General's office today, get my paperwork, file a Freedom of Information Act, and get everything that the Inspector General got. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You get all the emails from the Inspector General. I tagged them in the email today. So welcome to the shit show, because Baltimore the shittiest city that you know. Y'all banning me from participating in political activities. So I'm going to do this. That's the email. November 13th, 2019. Whistleblower. All right. And it's a whistleblower to Adrian Jones, the House. All right. State House. I'm glad you accept access to grand jury last session. You never responded to you during the 2019. Filmed it. Yeah, I filmed it. We talking about Senator Hardin, Van Hollen. Yeah, Judge Turnbull, Governor O'Malley. We talking about your prison industry. And I got the YouTube videos to go with it. Adam May WJZ did an hour and 30-minute interview. We don't have to play that whole tape. Now, these are the people that got this mail on the email. President Trump. That's President Trump right there. That's President Trump right here. Because I'm going to make sure that Baltimore, everything that Baltimore is doing is seen. And that's signed for. All right? And I seen Lester Holt this. Evidence was from the Waukegan Police Department. Ken LaRue. Judge Bennett. I sent Lester Holt this. All right? I sent Lester Holt this. That's Judge Bennett. So, this is 13 years of Baltimore. It's really from 1997 to the present date. Kai Jackson and Mary Mubala did the first story on me on Hard Look. Richard Sherry, you can Google it, you can see it. All right? It's going to be a while. I'm a businessman. I was insured by Brother Insurance. I was insured against terrorism, terrorist acts. You feel me? I was insured. My policy was paid for. All right? My policy was, yeah. My policy was paid for. And I'm showing you the fraud in the court. That's my whistleblower's application. 2014, because you didn't do nothing in 2011, 2012. So I turned you in 2014. I asked for a federal and state audit. Peter Franchot done had this since 2008, and Peter Franchot refuses to give me the audit because the state accepted the forged checks, and the state refuses to refund my money. Forged checks from Shorty's Pit Beef, March of 2008. Yeah. Y'all went in my mailbox. That's mail fraud. And the state's attorney got this. Mosby, Bernstein had this, and y'all banning me from going to the state's attorney's office. See that? That's a subpoena. All right, that's a subpoena. The entire contents of the defendant's vehicle, a 1990 Chevy Suburban. All right, The contents of the vehicle was worth $130 million. The Chevy Suburban was worth $6,000. All right? The state took that. That's a body attachment. And nobody's been locked up for it. Nobody's been held accountable for it. That's a body attachment. That's the case. Pollard Towing has not been charged with no criminal charges. Scott Shellenberger has not been charged. That's Dwayne Davis. I'm homeless. This ain't my residency. That's just my mailing address. I'm currently homeless. That's my education. That's my employment. And I go all the way to the United States Navy. I was a Board of Elections clerk. I'm a veteran, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm an honorably discharged veteran of the United States Navy. And we talking about Governor O'Malley and his crime machine. We talking about Governor O'Malley and the money behind the machine, because I've been following his politics. That's my Storm Falls Road. We need a federal and state audit, because Jake was an employee and Jake got fired. I was running the store by myself. Matter of fact, the store was for sale. I'm out $2.6 million and the state participated in the fraud. You know about it. Governor O'Malley know about it. I asked for an audit, a simple audit. Jake's name ain't on none of this. I'm the president. Ain't nobody in none of this. I own all of that. Since 1998. Shorty's Underground. Yeah. I'm a corporation. Or I was a corporation until the state stole my property and my money. I am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, they don't respect my right to property. I gave you a shorty program. I gave you social skills, gave you economic, gave you political, I gave you medical, environment, and I use that program till this day. I'm still using my program. I was financing my program out of my pocket, and I have self-sustaining financial availability. I was giving you careers, not jobs. I was giving you careers. It's going to bring the film industry to Baltimore 15 years ago, 10 years ago. You feel me? Visual arts and performing. And everything in my program I've been doing. I feed the homeless. I build. I do everything on this page. Been doing it. I want to audit the same way that you gave D'Souza an audit. I want to audit on Baltimore City Police Department. Brandon Scott Shellenberger, Baltimore City Democratic Party. We're going to show you the money behind the machine. Because like I said, this is to prove I was making a movie about racism in the judicial system. That's notarized. Y'all locked me up for putting toilets in front of the courthouse. Well, y'all really going to see a lot of toilets in 2020. That's Johnny Oleski. And that's Gail King. Subject, Gail King accepted my whistleblower's application. That's Kiefer Mitchell. That's Peter Franchot. That's Frank Conway. All right. Joe Kane was there when I did this. All right. I gave Chief Hyatt. Yeah. I'm a whistleblower. That's mail fraud, legal mail, federal violations. That's Kathleen Pugh. That's Burns. That's Dolores Kelly. Yeah, that's Lisa Gladden. See that? Joan Carla Wade, Nathaniel McFadden, Adrian Jones.